Demola had one dream to bring the woman he loved from Nigeria to Europe so they could build a life together. Demola had no papers, but in the underground economy, he was known in the society. If someone needed their garden to be clean, they would call Demola. If you want to do floor tiles, they will call Demola. If someone needed small construction work here and there, definitely it's Demola, Demola, Demola. As a matter of fact, his phone number is all in the supermarket area board. Slowly, Demola saved money. What did he want to do with that money? He used the money to bring his fiancée, Bimpe, all the way from Nigeria to the Netherlands. The woman that he believed would stay with him till death do them apart. Now, imagine their life in Holland. Demola had no papers, no document, no shingbai. Bimpe had no paper, no document, no takada, no shingbai. Both of them, they live in one small room, shared toilet, shared bedroom, living with a lot of Nigerians inside that flat. They were not living in luxury. They were doing what? They were only surviving. Holiday, they can't go. Shebi na person will get paper, now they go on holiday. And Bimpe also needed to survive because the pressure from Nigeria was heavy on her. So she decided to do what? To go into food business. Because she said, I cannot be collecting bola every morning without not having money. And you know how it be for abroad. That many single men cannot even cook. The ones that can cook, they don't have time. So this our sister began food business. She go cook jollof rice, banga soup, isinkota, isiewu, pepper soup, what have you. People will come and buy food from Bimpe. Sometimes 25 euro per bowl. And even sometimes they will call her to prepare food for parties just for catering services. Slowly, Bimpe now become popular in the Netherlands. That if you want to buy any food, just go to her. But not to say she gets trouble, that from house now she did well. And then she now had new customers. New customers now arrived. A group of guys from the eastern part of Nigeria. These people, they go order food, from Bimpe constantly. Sometimes 300 euro worth of food every single week. They became our biggest client. They became our biggest odogu when it comes to ordering of food. But something else started happening. Slow. And this is where the story now began to change. Let me ask you something, please. When business brings two people together again and again, how long before that business will become something else? Because that is exactly what happened here in this story today. When this our brother, when he was telling me this story, I was shedding tears. I couldn't wait till he finished this story. One of those big boys, customers of Auntie Bimpe, he had document, both no citizenship, but at least he can stay in the Netherlands legally. Obina had a real job from 8 to 5. Obina has a good car. Obina is a handsome guy, tall, slim, yellow pawpaw. He had stability in Holland. And as a matter of fact, he has his own flat. And slow, something started. From cooking lady, Bimpe started spending more times at Obina's house. Food deliveries now turned into visit. Visit now turned into conversation. Cho. Conversations now turns into relationship. The two of them, they carry body, they chest body, carry body, they chest body. And a few years later, Auntie Bimpe moved out of the room of the man who brought her to Europe. Just like that. Where he go? She moved into the house of the new man, which is Mr. Obina. Bimpe said, Demola is a slave while Obina is the chief. Obina had everything while Demola had no future. That she never knew that now so nice be for Europe. Where we say Demola is the buga with photo to run. Imagine you are Demola, the man who suffered to bring Bimpe from Nigeria straight to Europe with sweat. How would you later feel when things like this happen to you? Would you forgive? Or would your heart break completely? But Obina was not exactly the hero of this story today. Yes, he had document too. Yes, he had a good job. He has a nice job. Of course, he has a good car. He's an handsome guy, tall and yellow purple. But he also had a secret life that only few people they sabi that secret life. Apart from his normal work, which is 8 to 5, Obinna was involved in criminal activities. Criminal activities? Person that has everything. Yes. Obinna is into oja, bana, market trafficking. One day, Obinna drove one of his new car. Obinna drove straight to Paris. But on his way going, when he got to the express there, police stopped his car. And inside Obinna's car, the police, they found inside his car. They found Bana, Oja, market. This one, no be small Bana, no be my at all. Now, Odogu one. As a matter of fact, the French police, they talk say, na organized crime, na it be. Obinna was arrested, on top of his hand immediately. And once the French authority discovered that it was organized crime, straight up, they contacted the Dutch authority. And Dutch police moving quickly, sharp. They raided Obinna's house, the one in Holland. And guess who they found there? Bimpe. Bimpe, they found her in Obinna's house. Bimpe stretched her 2 legs on top of table, watching the Bold and the Beautiful series. In that living room, without document. You know, say Bimpe doesn't have document. But I believe was that Obinna, because Obinna has everything, that Obinna will give her document. Immediately, Bimpe was arrested. Bimpe was investigated. A day passed, Bimpe was still with the police. They were interrogating her. 2 days passed, Bimpe was still with them. As a matter of fact, Bimpe spent months with the police under investigation. Now, imagine this moment. You left a man who loved you for a man with documents. But now, you're sitting down cooling in immigration detention office. Hi, Umachio. And in Wafa, Unwufu. Was it worth it? Tell me please in the comment. Investigators later discovered that Bimpe had nothing to do with that small market order banner, that she knows nothing about it. But there was still a problem. She had no legal papers to stay in the Netherlands. So the police, they were dragging her feet on that one. Now, the Dutch government, they now deported this our sister after so many talk, lawyer, court. She was deported back to Murtala Mohammed Airport with just a single nylon bag and some papers inside. Few months later, when she got to Nigeria, she reached out to Mr. Demola, but Demola blocked her. When she persists, Demola changed his number. Demola was the first person that brought her to Holland. You understand? Meanwhile, Obinna in France was sentenced to 5 good years in prison. While he was in prison, his residence permit expired. He cannot renew it. So, when he finished his sentence, the police in France, they carried him straight. They threw him back to the Dutch government. And immigration stepped in. And Obinna too was shurudu. They deported him also back to Nigeria. And both of them were in Nigeria now. Bimpe, Obinna, their European dreams has entered water. Now, here's where the story now gets another turn. Bimpe still believed the relationship with Obinna will continue in Nigeria. Because after all, the 2 of them, they've deported them back now. So maybe they start back all again. Because, they've lived together once in the Netherlands. And Obinna, they give them pew. So why wouldn't Obinna, start, the love back again in Nigeria? But when Obinna returned, back to Nigeria, do you know what happened? The parents of Obinna Gagan, they said, Obinna said, now Odoguma na be. So they told Obinna straight right away. They said, you know what's going to happen? You go marry that woman where we say it's there for Auntie Chidika house. So now that babe, now I want to make you marry. Marry ke. Obinna said, no, Papa. Me I get person where we say me and now we don't rock body together from Holland. The Papa said, no way. Who be the person? He said, na Bimpe. Where be you? Yoruba for where? No, you must marry an Igbo woman. And just like that, Obinna dumped Bimpe Urugudu. Now, Bimpe started crying, wojo, wojo, wojo. And Bimpe started calling Obina to plead, to beg. Obina, please, help me. Don't disgrace me like this now. People, they go laugh at me. Bimpe even started begging friends. Call pastor, even go to Babalawo, say, I beg, Otokbolo, say, make them do something. Say, make this thing, say, make it come back. Beggy, but Obina refused, saying, this woman even talk, say, they struggle together in Europe. And now, Obina has moved on and he had dumped her in Nigeria. But remember the first man that brought Bimpe to Holland, which is Mr. Demola, the man she abandoned. Years later, that same man finally got documents through pardon in 2007. That time, Netherlands, they shared document. They gave pardon to a lot of people in Holland. Legally, Mr. Demola is 100% legal in Netherlands. A stable job. And today, he's married to a Dutch lady. And when I asked him, when he was telling me this story, why did you marry a Dutch lady? Demola said, bros, once beaten, twice shy. And that he find love, peace, and satisfaction in Oyinbo that he cannot do without his wife. Now, our brother Demola has 2 grown-up sons. A new life, a new beginning. So, now I want to ask you guys something. Is Demola wicked for refusing to take Bimpe back? You remember Bimpe called her when they deported her back to Nigeria, but Demola refused. Or is he simply protecting himself from a second heartbreak? And if you, Gaga, if you are in Demola's shoes today, would you forgive her? Or would you close that chapter forever, lock it, and carry the key, throw it into lagoon? Please, drop your thought in the comments. Today, there are a lot of lessons for us to learn from Demola, Bimpe, and Obina's story. Number 1, no, say immigration status matters more than emotion. Number 2, do not build your life around someone else's document. Number 3, if someone betrays you once, think carefully before trusting that person again. Number 4, crime abroad destroys future quickly, sharp. I'm going to ask you this. Is Obina a wicked man for not showing mercy to Bimpe, the woman who cooked, who warmed his bed in the beginning in Holland? Or is he a wise man for protecting himself from a visa hunter? If Obina marries Bimpe today, do you think she will be faithful? Or will she jump again when another big boys with paper comes her way? Drop your comment below, please. I want to see the men, the women's debate this one. This is AfricanBlackGoldTV. And don't forget to turn on that notification bell for the update of this story. Till I see you guys in the next video, please subscribe.